Welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the United Kingdom's one-penny coins, a humble denomination that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. While one penny might seem like a small, everyday coin, certain issues, years, and conditions can make these coins extremely valuable in the collector's market. In this video, we'll be uncovering the top 11 most valuable UK one-penny coins, discussing their history, unique features, rarity, current market value in dollars, and providing tips for collectors to secure these treasures for their collections. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, this guide will help you understand why these coins are so highly sought after today. So let's get started. First up, the legendary United Kingdom one penny 1929. At first glance, this small bronze coin may look simple, but behind it lies a powerful story of empire, craftsmanship, and collector demand. Many people unknowingly keep this coin tucked away in drawers and old boxes, never realizing that even in fine condition it can hold meaningful value in today's auction market. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand the history, rarity, unique features, and the real dollar value of the 1929 one penny, along with important tips for collectors. To understand why the 1929 one penny holds such importance, we have to look into its history and background. The coin was minted during the reign of King George V, a period in which the British Empire was transitioning through major social and economic changes after World War I. Coins from this era reflect both the strength and the stability that Britain was trying to maintain during a time of global change. The 1929 penny was made from bronze, following the standard that had been used since Victorian times. It circulated widely across the United Kingdom and the broader British territories, making it a silent witness to daily life, trade, and commerce of the early 20th century. However, unlike some other years, the mintage for 1929 was comparatively lower, and the quality of surviving pieces has diminished over time, making well-preserved examples more desirable today. The 1929 United Kingdom one penny make it instantly recognizable to collectors. On the obverse, the coin carries the portrait of King George V, designed by the famous engraver Bertram Mackennal. His profile appears without a crown, facing left, surrounded by the Latin inscription, Georges v de Gare Brit Omen Rex Fid Def Indimp, which translates to, George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. This rich inscription alone showcases the imperial influence of the United Kingdom during the early 20th century. On the reverse, we see the iconic seated figure of Britannia holding her trident and shield, a design that symbolizes strength, protection, and maritime power. The date 1929 appears at the bottom, and the overall layout reflects the traditional British penny style that lasted for many decades until decimalization in 1971. The 1929 penny stands out not because it is impossible to find, but because finding it in fine condition or better is becoming increasingly difficult. Many of these coins were heavily circulated, resulting in worn surfaces, faded inscriptions, and weakened design details. A fine condition example means the major features are still visible with light wear, giving the coin both historical charm and collector appeal. While the coin is not considered the rarest of the George V series, demand remains strong because of its age, design, and the shrinking number of well-preserved examples available in the market. Collectors seeking to complete a full set of George V pennies often look specifically for dates like 1929 to fill their albums, increasing competition for the better-grade pieces. In today's auction market, the 1929 one penny in fine condition can achieve a surprisingly strong value in dollars. While low-grade examples may only sell for a few dollars, fine quality coins often rise to higher levels depending on buyer demand, metal tone, and eye appeal. On many online auctions and collector sales, a fine condition 1929 penny can range from around $515,000, while extremely fine or uncirculated examples can climb far higher, sometimes reaching prices that surprise even experienced collectors. Factors such as historical interest, the condition of the portrait, and the clarity of Britannia can push the value upward. The market continues to grow as collectors search for pre-decimal British coins that connect them to the history of the United Kingdom. For collectors who want to purchase, preserve, or sell the 1929 penny, a few helpful tips can ensure better results in the hobby. It is important to always examine the details of the coin carefully, paying attention to the portrait of King George V, the definition of Britannia's shield, and the overall color and surface condition of the bronze. Proper storage is essential to maintain the value of the coin, so keeping it in a dry, non-PVC holder or a professional coin flip prevents future corrosion or discoloration. When buying, collectors should check reputable sellers or certified auction platforms to avoid counterfeits or heavily cleaned coins that have lost their natural patina. Patience is also key, because higher grade coins take time to appear, and prices may rise if the availability becomes limited. For those planning to sell, presenting the coin with clear photographs and accurate grading descriptions can attract more serious buyers. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1929 remains a remarkable artifact from the era of King George V, blending historical significance, artistic beauty, and collector value into one impressive coin. Its classic design, nearly century-old heritage, and increasing scarcity in fine condition make it an appealing treasure for anyone interested in British coinage. Whether you are building a collection, investing in rare numismatic pieces, or simply appreciating the stories that old coins tell, the 1929 penny holds a special place in the world of collectible currency. Its value continues to grow as the years pass, proving that even the smallest coin can carry enormous interest and importance. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1921 coin is one that continues to fascinate collectors, historians, and coin enthusiasts around the world, and in this video we will take a deep look into why this circulated bronze piece from the early 20th century still attracts strong interest at today's auction market with remarkable dollar value. The 1921 penny may look like a simple old coin at first glance, but behind its design, production, and survival over time lies a heritage that makes it one of the more desirable British pennies for collectors, especially in the higher circulated grades. This video will guide you through the history, the unique features, the rarity factors, its market value today, and important tips for anyone interested in collecting or selling this classic British coin. The history of the 1921 United Kingdom penny take us back to the reign of King George V. The coin was struck at a time when Britain was recovering from the aftermath of World War I, and the Royal Mint was still utilizing traditional bronze compositions for pennies. The coins featured the profile of King George V, who ruled from 1910 to 1936, and during these years the British penny remained a key part of daily commerce. The 1921 mintage was quite large, but over decades of circulation, harsh handling, wartime metal usage, and natural wear, many of these coins were lost, damaged, or simply melted down. This makes surviving examples in good circulated condition far more appealing today than their once common status might suggest. Each 1921 penny carries with it a glimpse into British economic life in the early 20th century, capturing a moment in time when the empire, its currency, and its people were transitioning into the modern era. The unique features of the 1 penny 1921 coin contribute greatly to its identity. On the obverse, collectors will instantly recognize the left-facing portrait of King George V, sculpted by Sir Bertram Mackennal, with the Latin inscription, Georges v de gra Brit omn rex fid, def, ind, imp, meaning, George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse stands the classic seated Britannia design, a powerful symbol of British strength and maritime authority, holding a trident and shield. The coin is made of bronze and measures 30.8 mm in diameter, giving it a large, traditional feel compared to modern pennies. Its weight, color tone variations from chocolate brown to dark copper, and the intricate detailing around the shield and waves are all features that collectors evaluate closely. Even the small imperfections created through years of circulation can add character and authenticity to the piece. When it comes to rarity and condition, collectors pay special attention to the 1921 penny because although it is not the rarest date in the George V series, examples in attractive circulated condition have become harder to find. Many surviving coins are heavily worn, corroded, or damaged, which reduces their desirability. A circulated coin that still shows clear details of the king's hair, facial features, Britannia's trident, and shield pattern can command strong interest. The demand increases even more for coins with natural, original color, and no signs of deep scratches or cleaning. Because circulated coins were handled daily in a time when metals wore quickly, finding a 1921 penny with appealing detail is becoming less common, and this scarcity in higher grade circulated condition drives collector demand and value. The current market value of the United Kingdom 1 penny 1921 varies depending on its eye appeal, level of detail, and overall preservation. In today's auction market, circulated examples often attract collectors from both the United Kingdom and international communities, especially in the United States where British coins have a strong following. A typical circulated 1921 penny in average condition may bring a few dollars, but examples with strong detail and smooth surfaces can achieve significantly higher prices, often ranging from $328,000 to over $50 depending on the buyer's interest. Exceptional circulated coins with minimal wear, rich original toning, and sharp reverse details can sometimes reach even higher values when competitive bidding takes place. The combination of historical significance and collector demand helps elevate its price in today's dollar market. For collectors, A few important tips can make a big difference when buying or selling a 1921 penny. Always look for coins with natural surfaces rather than polished or harshly cleaned examples, because original surfaces are more desirable and bring higher prices. Examine the coin carefully under good lighting to check the sharpness of Britannia's shield and the king's portrait, as these areas are often the first to show severe wear. It is helpful to compare the coin to authenticated images online or in reference books to ensure accuracy. Storing the coin properly in a protective holder will preserve its condition and protect it from moisture and environmental damage. If you plan to sell, listing the coin at a reputable auction platform can attract more bidders and potentially increase its dollar value. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1921 is not just an old bronze coin. It is a historical artifact that connects us to the era of King George V and to a world that has transformed dramatically over the last century. Its design, background, rarity and higher circulated grades, and growing collector demand make it a desirable piece in today's auction market, often achieving impressive dollar value for a coin that once passed through the hands of everyday people. Whether you are a new collector or an experienced enthusiast, understanding the history and characteristics of this penny can enhance your appreciation and help you make smart choices in the numismatic world. This classic British coin continues to prove that even a simple 1 penny piece can carry a story worth far more than its original face value. Next up, we explore the United Kingdom 1 penny from the year 1918, a coin that continues to attract collectors from around the world because of its age, historical significance, and the unique color changes that appear when a coin has survived more than a century. This particular piece, with its dark or black shade and worn condition, may look simple at first glance, but when studied closely it reveals a story of wartime Britain, industrial minting challenges, and collector demand that continues to grow in today's auction market, where some rare pieces can bring surprisingly high value in dollars. The history of the 1918 British penny began during the final year of World War I. Britain was deeply involved in the global conflict and facing shortages of materials, labor and stable minting operations. To meet the massive demand for circulating coinage, the Royal Mint contracted additional production to 2 foreign mints, the Heaton Mint in Birmingham, known by the small H mint mark, and the Royal Mint branch in Calcutta, India, known by the small I mint mark. The 1918 penny was struck in huge numbers, yet the wartime environment caused variations in metal quality, finish, and long-term durability. Because of this, many surviving coins show color shifts, dark tones, or blackened surfaces caused by oxidation, moisture exposure, and age. These color changes do not erase the coin's historical value but actually enhance its character for collectors who appreciate natural patina on old bronze coins. The unique features of the 1918 penny include the traditional portrait of King George V on the obverse, designed by Sir Bertram Mackennal, showing the king facing left with the Latin inscription that translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse is the iconic Britannia seated beside a shield and holding a trident, representing the power and pride of the British Empire. The coin was made of bronze, but after more than a century many pieces show a dark, nearly black tone that forms from oxidation of the metal. This color change is common in old pennies and does not always reduce their desirability. Collectors also pay attention to the presence or absence of H or I mint marks, as well as minor dye differences that appear across different batches. Even a worn coin can be considered special if it has an attractive aged tone and clear identifying marks. When discussing rarity and condition for collector demand, it is important to understand that the 1918 penny is not extremely rare in general, but certain variations and attractive patina examples are harder to find. The coins that carry the black shade or deep natural toning come from long-term exposure to air, soil, or moisture, giving them a unique antique appearance that some collectors specifically seek. Worn condition is expected for a coin that has circulated for more than 100 years, yet coins with readable details, balanced color, and natural patina remain desirable. The coins from Calcutta with the I mint mark are scarcer than regular issues, while the H mint mark coins are also collected separately. Collectors prefer coins with original surfaces, even if worn, rather than cleaned or damaged pieces. This combination of shade, age, mint mark, and wear determines the demand in the marketplace. The current market value in dollars for a 1918 penny in black tone and worn condition can vary widely depending on eye appeal and mint origin. A regular 1918 penny without mint mark in heavily worn condition may sell for a few dollars, but coins with attractive patina, better readability, or the I mint mark can fetch much higher prices. In recent auction listings, nicely aged dark-tone pieces have been observed selling between $436,000, while rare high-grade examples or extremely attractive toning can climb into higher ranges. Market trends show increasing interest in early 20th century British bronze coins, and collectors in the United States, Canada, and Europe are paying more attention to coins that show natural aging. For collectors who want to identify valuable pieces, it is helpful to avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning removes the original patina that gives the coin character and value. Studying the mint marks, comparing the coin's details with verified references, and observing the color and surface texture can help determine potential value. Collectors should handle the coin gently, store it in a cool and dry place, and follow auction platforms to understand price trends. Purchasing from trustworthy numismatic dealers or authenticated sellers is also recommended to ensure the coin's originality. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1918 remains a charming historical coin that reflects a powerful period of British history. Whether the coin appears in a worn or blackened shade, it still holds significance as a surviving relic from World War I and a unique example of early 20th century minting. As collector interest continues to grow, even simple-looking pieces can bring surprising value in today's auction market. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1930. Even in worn and dirty condition, this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to its historical significance and scarcity. In this video, we'll discuss its history, unique features, rarity, market value, and provide some tips for collectors looking to add this remarkable coin to their collection. The United Kingdom 1 penny has a long-standing history as a staple of British currency. The 1930 penny was minted during the reign of King George V, a period marked by economic challenges following World War I and the global financial uncertainties of the late 1920s. This coin was part of the larger effort to stabilize the British currency system while maintaining the traditional design that the public recognized. Pennies from this era were widely circulated, and despite their common use, surviving examples in any condition today are of considerable interest to collectors. The 1930 penny not only represents monetary history but also serves as a tangible connection to everyday life in Britain nearly a century ago. The 1930 UK penny has several unique features that distinguish it from other coins. On the obverse, you'll find a detailed portrait of King George V facing left, surrounded by the inscription George's V Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID Def IND IMP, highlighting his role as King of Great Britain and Emperor of India. The reverse features the iconic crown portcullis with chains, a symbol deeply associated with British coinage, accompanied by the inscription 1 penny and the year 1930. Even in a worn or dirty state, these design elements are still recognizable, making it possible to identify the coin and appreciate its artistry. The copper composition, which was typical of pennies at the time, gives the coin its distinct reddish-brown hue, though age and circulation often result in darker, corroded surfaces. While the 1930 UK penny was not minted in extremely limited numbers, the survival rate of coins in good condition is relatively low due to heavy circulation over the decades. Even coins in worn or dirty condition are sought after by collectors who are interested in completing date sets or acquiring historically significant pieces. Collectors understand that a coin's value is influenced not only by its rarity, but also by its historical context and the story it carries. A 1930 penny that has seen years of circulation may show surface wear, scratches, or a dark patina, but its collectible appeal remains strong because it embodies nearly a century of history in the palm of your hand. The market value of a 1930 UK penny varies widely depending on its condition, with pristine examples fetching significantly higher prices. Surprisingly, even coins in dirty or heavily circulated condition can attract notable interest at auction or online marketplaces. Today, a 1930 penny in worn condition typically ranges from $342,000, making it accessible for beginner collectors while still offering potential for appreciation over time. Coins with less wear or cleaned and preserved examples can command prices upwards of $475,000 or more, especially if verified by a grading service. It's fascinating to see how a coin that was once a simple 1 penny piece in daily transactions can transform into a collectible item worth real money today. If you're interested in adding a 1930 UK penny to your collection, there are a few key tips to keep in mind. First, always check for authenticity, as counterfeit or replica coins can occasionally appear on online marketplaces. Second, don't underestimate the value of coins in worn or dirty condition. They may be more affordable while still holding historical significance. Third, consider storing your coins properly to prevent further corrosion. Simple measures like coin holders or soft flips can make a difference. Lastly, research auction trends and completed sales to understand the market and make informed decisions when purchasing. Even modest investments in coins like the 1930 penny can become treasured additions to a collection over time. The United Kingdom 1931 penny is more than just a coin. It's a small but powerful piece of history that reflects the era of King George V, and the everyday life of Britain nearly 100 years ago. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin offers a unique opportunity to connect with history, enjoy the artistry of old coinage, and potentially benefit from its collectible value. Even in dirty or worn condition, the 1930 penny continues to be admired by collectors worldwide. Next up, the United Kingdom 1906 1 penny coin. Even in worn condition, this coin is highly sought after by collectors and often commands impressive prices at auction. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to coin collecting, understanding the story behind this coin can give you insight into why it remains so valuable today. So, let's explore everything from its history and unique features to its rarity and current market value. The 1906 1 penny coin hails from the reign of King Edward VII, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1901 until his untimely death in 1910. Edward VII was the eldest son of Queen Victoria and Prince Albert, and his reign marked a transitional period in British history known as the Edwardian era. This period is remembered for its elegance, innovation, and cultural shifts, and coins minted during his reign reflect the style and craftsmanship of that era. The penny, as a denomination, was a staple of British currency and had been in circulation for centuries. The 1906 1 penny continued the tradition of copper pennies, featuring detailed designs that made it instantly recognizable. These coins were used in everyday transactions, so many surviving examples show considerable wear, which ironically adds to their charm and tells the story of everyday life over a century ago. The 1906 1 penny is instantly identifiable by its obverse, which bears a portrait of King Edward VII facing left. The portrait is surrounded by the inscription, Edward 7 DG Brit, OMN, REXFDIND, IMP, which stands for Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse side, you will find the classic Britannia design, seated with a shield and trident, symbolizing Britain's maritime power and resilience. The reverse also carries the words 1 penny and the date 1906 along with a mint mark, if applicable. Even when the coin is worn, collectors can often identify key details like the date and major elements of the Britannia design, which helps determine authenticity and value. While millions of pennies were minted during Edward VI's reign, surviving examples in decent condition are becoming increasingly rare. Coins in worn condition are more common than mint or uncirculated examples, yet they remain highly desirable because of their historical significance and age. Collectors appreciate worn coins because they carry a tangible connection to the past. Each scratch, mark, or faded detail is a story of circulation through everyday life in early 20th century Britain. The demand for the 1906 penny is also driven by its age and the prominence of Edward VII. Coins from this period are often part of thematic collections, such as Edwardian-era coins, British copper pennies, or early 20th century British currency. Therefore, even a worn 1906 penny can attract serious interest from numismatists worldwide. The value of a 1906 1 penny in worn condition varies depending on factors like overall wear, clarity of the date, and market demand. As of today, such a coin can fetch anywhere from $452,000, though exceptional examples in better condition or with rare varieties could go much higher. Auctions, online marketplaces, and coin dealers specializing in British coins often determine the final sale price, and trends indicate that prices for Edwardian pennies have steadily risen over the years. If you're interested in collecting the 1906 1 penny, here are a few tips to keep in mind. First, always verify authenticity, especially for coins sold online, as reproductions exist. Second, pay attention to the condition and where even worn coins can be valuable if key details like the date and design remain visible. Third, consider the provenance. Coins with documented history or those purchased from reputable dealers often retain higher value. Finally, be patient and keep an eye on auctions and coin shows. Sometimes the best opportunities come from local sales or estate auctions. The United Kingdom 1906 1 penny in worn condition is more than just a piece of copper. It is a window into history. It tells the story of Edwardian Britain, the daily lives of its citizens, and the enduring appeal of coin collecting. Whether you are seeking to expand your collection or simply appreciate the artistry and history of old coins, the 1906 penny remains a fascinating and valuable addition. Remember, even a worn coin can hold incredible historical significance and monetary value, making it a true treasure for collectors. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1905. This coin, in uncirculated condition, is not only a piece of history but also a highly coveted collector's item in today's auction market. Whether you are an experienced numismatist or just beginning your journey into coin collecting, understanding the significance, rarity, and current value of this coin can open doors to both historical appreciation and potential investment. Today, we will explore everything about the 1905 UK penny, from its historical roots to unique features, and why it continues to capture the interest of collectors around the world. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1905 was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, who ascended the throne after the passing of Queen Victoria in 1901. This period in British history was marked by a transition into the 20th century, a time of modernization and imperial strength. Coins from Edward VI's era carry a special historical significance, reflecting the artistry and minting practices of the early 1900s. The 1905 penny is part of the larger series of pre-decimal pennies issued by the Royal Mint, which were primarily used in everyday transactions across the British Empire. Despite its common usage at the time, surviving examples in uncirculated condition today are exceptionally rare, which adds to its prestige among collectors. The 1905 1 penny coin is struck in bronze and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. On the obverse, the coin features the profile of King Edward VII facing left, with the inscription, Edward VII DG Brit, OMN, REXFDIND IMP, encircling his portrait, denoting his title as King of Great Britain and Emperor of India. The reverse displays the traditional design of Britannia seated, holding a trident and shield, with a lighthouse and ship in the background, symbolizing Britain's maritime power. The intricate detailing in Britannia's robe, shield, and trident, along with the crisp lettering on the obverse, makes the coin aesthetically remarkable. What sets the uncirculated 1905 penny apart is the sharpness of the strike, full mint luster, and the absence of wear, which allows collectors to see every detail as it was intended by the mint over a century ago. While pennies from the Edwardian era were minted in substantial quantities, finding a 1905 1 penny in uncirculated condition is extremely rare. Most coins from that year show signs of circulation, including scratches, edge nicks, and general wear. An uncirculated coin, by contrast, maintains its original surface, exhibits full detail, and often retains the rich, reddish-brown bronze color of the minting process. The scarcity of such coins in pristine condition has made them highly desirable among collectors and investors alike. Coins with slight imperfections may still fetch good prices, but only truly uncirculated examples command premium rates in the marketplace. In today's auction market, the 1905 UK 1 penny in uncirculated condition commands significant value. Depending on factors such as provenance, luster, and eye appeal, these coins can sell for anywhere between $425,000 or more at high-profile auctions. Coins graded by reputable third-party grading services like NGC or PCGS often achieve the upper end of this range due to the added confidence in authenticity and condition. Historical significance, combined with rarity, drives demand among collectors worldwide, which continues to elevate its market value steadily. For collectors looking to acquire a 1905 UK penny, it is crucial to focus on authenticity and condition. Always purchase coins from trusted dealers or auction houses and seek third-party certification when possible. Pay close attention to the coin's surface, color, and strike detail. Avoid coins that show cleaning or polishing, as these can drastically reduce value. It is also wise to study market trends and recent auction results to understand the current demand and pricing. For those serious about building a historical collection, investing in a 1905 uncirculated penny is both a meaningful addition and a potentially rewarding asset over time. The 1905 United Kingdom 1 penny in uncirculated condition is more than just a coin. It is a tangible connection to a pivotal era in British history. Its unique design, historical significance, and rarity make it a prized item for collectors and investors alike. As the auction market continues to recognize the value of pristine coins, the 1905 penny remains a shining example of Edwardian numismatic artistry and a compelling opportunity for anyone passionate about collecting historical coins. Whether admired for its beauty, cherished for its history, or sought for its investment potential, the 1905 UK penny is a timeless treasure that continues to captivate the hearts of numismatists around the world. Next up, the UK 1917 1 penny. This coin may seem modest at first glance, but for collectors and numismatists, it holds tremendous value, especially when it comes in unique color shades like black and in worn condition. We'll explore its history, features, rarity, current market value, and even some tips on how collectors can identify and preserve such coins. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1917 1 penny comes from a period of great historical significance. At that time, the United Kingdom was in the midst of World War I, a time that affected every aspect of life, including coin production. The 1 penny coin, made primarily of bronze, was part of the currency system under King George V, whose reign lasted from 1910 to 1936. These pennies were an essential part of everyday transactions, circulating widely across the UK and its territories. The 1917 penny reflects the socio-economic challenges of the era. Metal shortages during the war years meant that coins from this period often had subtle differences in weight, color, and composition compared to other years. As a result, coins like the 1917 penny have become particularly intriguing to collectors. The coin's historical context makes it more than just currency. It's a tangible piece of early 20th century British history. The 1917 one penny features the classic design of King George V on the obverse, with his profile facing left, surrounded by the inscription, George's V Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID, Def, IND, IMP. The reverse shows the iconic Crown Britannia, seated with a trident in her right hand and a shield in her left, representing the maritime strength of the British Empire. What makes the 1917 penny especially interesting is the color shade. While most pennies from this era have a brown or reddish-brown tone, some coins have taken on a striking black shade due to oxidation and age. These black-toned coins are visually distinct and highly sought after because they tell a story of the coin's journey over more than a century. Additionally, the worn condition adds a layer of authenticity, demonstrating that this coin was actively circulated and saw the hands of everyday people during one of history's most turbulent periods. Although millions of pennies were minted in 1917, coins in excellent or rare conditions are difficult to find today. Black-shaded coins, in particular, are scarce. Collectors prize coins that show wear but retain clear features, as these coins represent genuine historical artifacts rather than pristine, artificially preserved pieces. A worn black 1917 penny may not have the sharp detail of an uncirculated specimen, but its historical journey and rarity make it highly desirable. Coins with visible wear yet legible inscriptions and discernible design details can attract collectors who appreciate both historical significance and aesthetic uniqueness. This type of demand is especially strong among those who specialize in British pennies or early 20th century coins. So, how much is a 1917 one penny in black and worn condition worth today? Market values can fluctuate depending on rarity, demand, and collector interest, but as of the latest auction trends, such a coin can sell anywhere between $515,000. In some exceptional cases, coins with distinct black toning, well-preserved design elements despite wear, or historical provenance can command even higher prices. Online auction platforms, specialized numismatic marketplaces, and live auctions often see these coins reaching prices that reflect both their scarcity and historical appeal. If you're looking to add a 1917 one penny to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Black-shaded coins are rare, so subtle differences in color can make a significant difference in value. Coins with too much wear may be less valuable, but a balanced amount of wear that maintains recognizable details is highly desirable. Buying from reputable dealers or auction houses ensures that your coin is authentic and fairly graded. Even though it has survived over 100 years, proper storage in a dry, stable environment will prevent further deterioration. The United Kingdom 1917 one penny in black and worn condition is much more than a simple piece of currency. It is a window into history, a testament to the era of King George V, and a rare treasure for collectors worldwide. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny from 1936. This coin, despite often being found in less than pristine condition, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rarity, historical significance, and potential value in today's auction markets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey in coin collecting, the 1936 one penny offers a glimpse into the past, connecting us to a pivotal year in British history. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique features, rarity, current market value, and essential tips for collectors who want to add this remarkable coin to their collection. The year 1936 was a momentous one for the United Kingdom. Known as the Year of the Three Kings, it saw the reign of King George V come to an end, followed by the brief and turbulent reign of Edward VIII, and finally, the ascension of George VI. The 1936 one penny coin was minted during George V's final year on the throne, making it a significant piece in the historical timeline of British currency. Pennies at this time were made from bronze and featured designs that had been in circulation since 1902. Coins from this era not only reflect the artistry and craftsmanship of the time but also the socio-political atmosphere of pre-World War II Britain, a period marked by economic challenges and significant changes within the monarchy. The 1936 one penny is recognizable by its classic design. The obverse side features the profile of King George V, wearing a crown and facing left. The inscriptions around the edge typically read, George's V. DG Brit, OMN, REXFDIND, IMP, highlighting his titles as King of all Britain and Defender of the Faith. The reverse showcases the iconic Britannia, the female personification of Britain, seated with a trident in one hand and a shield in the other, symbolizing strength and maritime power. Even in a dirty or circulated condition, these intricate designs remain discernible, and the patina of age often adds character to the coin, telling the story of its journey through time. One of the reasons the 1936 one penny is highly sought after is its relative rarity, especially for collectors seeking coins with historical significance. While millions were minted, many have been lost, damaged, or melted over the decades. Coins in dirty condition, while less visually appealing than mint-condition examples, are still valuable because they are authentic and reflect genuine circulation from that era. Numismatists often prize such coins for their historical narrative, which gives each piece a story unique from coins preserved in pristine condition. Coins with minimal wear and fully visible details are in even higher demand, but even a well-circulated 1936 penny can attract attention at auctions and private sales. In today's auction market, the value of a 1936 one penny can vary significantly depending on condition, provenance, and collector interest. A coin in heavily circulated or dirty condition can still fetch anywhere from $275,700, depending on its legibility and overall appeal. Coins in fine or very fine condition may reach higher values, sometimes exceeding $388,000 or more at specialized numismatic auctions. It's important to remember that factors such as rarity, historical context, and collector demand heavily influence market prices. Even a coin that seems ordinary at first glance can surprise collectors with its hidden potential. For anyone interested in acquiring a 1936 one penny, there are several tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the authenticity of the coin through a reputable dealer or certification service. Even dirty coins need to be genuine, and professional grading can help determine value accurately. Second, avoid aggressive cleaning, as scrubbing or polishing can damage the surface and significantly reduce the coin's worth. Third, consider the story behind the coin. Provenance, historical context, and any unique marks can make a coin far more desirable. Finally, stay patient. Sometimes the right coin comes along through auctions, estate sales, or specialized coin shops, rather than online listings alone. The United Kingdom one penny from 1936 is more than just a small piece of bronze. It's a tangible connection to a fascinating era of British history. Even in dirty or circulated condition, it carries immense historical and collector value, reminding us of the monarchy, the artistry of coin design, and the stories coins can tell. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner eager to explore the world of coin collecting, next up the United Kingdom one penny from 1916. Even in worn condition, this coin has a remarkable place in history and is highly sought after by collectors around the world. In this video, we will uncover the rich history behind this coin, examine its unique features, discuss its rarity and collector demand, and reveal its current market value in dollars. Whether you are an avid numismatist or a beginner in coin collecting, this is a coin that truly captures the essence of British heritage and offers a glimpse into the economic and social world of 1916. The 1916 UK one penny coin was issued during the reign of King George V, one of the most significant monarchs in British history. This period was marked by the turbulence of World War I, and the coinage reflected the need for continuity in the nation's economy despite wartime challenges. The one penny coin was part of the larger pre-decimal currency system, where 240 pennies made a pound. The 1916 penny was minted primarily in bronze and was widely circulated, serving as everyday currency for millions of people in the United Kingdom and the British Empire. Beyond its practical use, it carries immense historical significance as a tangible connection to the First World War era. The 1916 one penny coin features some distinctive design elements that make it stand out among collectors. On the obverse side, you will find the left-facing portrait of King George V, showcasing the intricate detail and artistry of early 20th century British coinage. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, George's V Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID, Def, IND, IMP, emphasizing the king's status as Emperor of India as well as the ruler of the United Kingdom. The reverse side of the coin features the iconic crown portcullis with chains, a symbol of strength and security, along with the denomination, 1 penny, and the year, 1916. Even in worn condition, these elements remain discernible and add to the coin's historical charm. While the 1916 1 penny coin was minted in large quantities, its age and historical context have made surviving specimens highly desirable, particularly for collectors focusing on British pre-decimal coinage. Coins in worn condition are more accessible than pristine examples, yet they still hold considerable appeal due to their historical value. The wear on the coin can tell a story of decades of circulation, making it a tangible piece of history. Collectors often seek coins like this not only for investment purposes but also for their cultural and educational significance, as each coin represents a snapshot of early 20th century Britain. The market value of a 1916 UK 1 penny in worn condition varies depending on the degree of wear, overall eye appeal, and demand at auctions. As of today, coins in well-worn condition can fetch between $250,000 in the collector market, while examples with slightly better preservation may reach $365,000 or more. Factors such as rarity, provenance, and auction trends can significantly influence the final price, making it essential for collectors to stay informed about current market conditions. For those looking to add the 1916 1 penny to their collection, there are several key tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the authenticity of the coin through reputable dealers or numismatic experts. Second, pay attention to the condition and patina, as these factors directly impact value and historical appeal. Third, consider the coin's provenance, as coins with a documented history of ownership or previous auction appearances can command higher prices. Finally, be patient and explore different avenues such as online auctions, local coin shops, and numismatic fairs to find the best deals. The 1916 United Kingdom 1 penny is more than just a piece of bronze currency. It is a remarkable artifact that connects us to a pivotal era in world history. Even in worn condition, it captures the artistry, history, and cultural significance of early 20th century Britain. For collectors, it offers a chance to own a piece of history, while for enthusiasts, it serves as a reminder of the enduring legacy of British coinage. Whether you are seeking it for investment, education, or personal enjoyment, the 1916 1 penny remains a truly captivating and valuable coin. Next up, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1913. Even though this coin may appear dark and worn out, its story and value in today's collector market are truly remarkable. In this video, we'll explore its history, unique features, rarity, and current market value in dollars, and we'll share some essential tips for collectors who are interested in coins like this. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, this video will provide a thorough understanding of this historical penny. The 1913 1 penny hails from the reign of King George V, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1910 to 1936. This era was marked by immense social and industrial changes, including the build-up to World War I. The penny itself was made of bronze, a composition that had been standardized in 1860 to replace the older copper pennies. This coin was part of the larger British pre-decimal currency system, where 12 pennies made a shilling, and 20 shillings made a pound. In 1913, the 1 penny coin was a common circulation piece used daily by ordinary citizens, but over time, surviving specimens, especially in any notable condition, have become increasingly rare and highly sought after by collectors. What makes the 1913 1 penny distinct is its design and production details. The obverse features the portrait of King George V, facing left, designed by the renowned engraver Bertram Mackennal. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription, George's V Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID, Def, IND, IMP, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, the coin features the iconic Britannia seated with a trident in one hand and a shield in the other and waves in the background, symbolizing Britain's naval power. The words 1 penny appear prominently, along with the year of minting, 1913. The coin you're looking at today is blackened and in poor condition, likely due to oxidation, environmental exposure, and circulation wear over more than a century. While it may lack the shine and detail of a mint-condition example, it still carries immense historical significance. The 1913 1 penny is considered rare, especially as fewer coins survive over 100 years later, particularly those in any recognizable condition. While most collectors prefer coins in fine or better condition, even a blackened, badly worn coin can attract interest due to its historical relevance. Collectors often seek coins like this for completion of their George V penny sets or as a budget-friendly entry point into historical British coins. The rarity of the coin in any condition, combined with its historical era, adds a layer of desirability among collectors, making even a poorly preserved specimen notable. You might be wondering what a black and worn 1913 1 penny is worth today. Prices vary widely based on condition and market demand. In general, a badly worn and darkened 1913 1 penny can range anywhere from $575,000 on the auction market. For coins in slightly better condition, the value can increase significantly, sometimes reaching several $1 million. The coin's provenance, authenticity, and the presence of any rare die varieties can also influence its market value. If you're interested in collecting coins like the 1913 one penny, here are some important tips. First, always ensure authenticity by consulting reputable dealers or third-party grading services. Second, consider the historical context and condition, as both play a critical role in determining the coin's long-term value. Third, handle coins carefully. Even a worn penny can lose value if it is cleaned improperly. Finally, keep an eye on auctions and online marketplaces, as rare coins often surface unexpectedly and at variable prices. The 1913 United Kingdom one penny is a remarkable piece of history. Even in blackened and worn condition, it serves as a tangible connection to the reign of King George V and the world of early 20th century Britain. Its rarity, unique design, and collectible value make it a must-have for enthusiasts seeking historical coins without necessarily spending a fortune. Next up, the United Kingdom one penny from 1920 is a remarkable piece of history that captures the elegance and heritage of British coinage. In today's video, we will explore this rare coin in depth, examining its history, unique characteristics, rarity, and its current value on the collector market. For coin enthusiasts and investors alike, the 1920 penny is a fascinating addition to any collection, and in uncirculated condition, it represents one of the most sought-after pennies from the early 20th century. The history of the 1920 penny is deeply intertwined with the reign of King George V, who ruled the United Kingdom from 1910 to 1936. This period was marked by significant social and economic changes, including the aftermath of World War I and the gradual modernization of British industry. Coins from this era not only served as currency but also as symbols of stability and continuity for a nation recovering from conflict. The 1920 penny reflects the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint during this time, with meticulous attention to detail that has allowed it to survive in remarkable condition for over a century. One of the most distinctive features of the 1920 penny is its design. The obverse of the coin features the left-facing portrait of King George V, adorned in regal attire, with the legend, George's V Day Gra Brit OMN Rex FID Def, encircling the image. The reverse design showcases the classic seated Britannia, a figure of strength and unity, holding a trident and shield, with the word, one penny, clearly inscribed beneath. The intricate details of Britannia's flowing robes, the shield, and the background waves make this coin a true work of art. Coins from 1920 were struck in bronze, giving them a rich, warm color that deepens over time while retaining its original luster in uncirculated examples. Rarity is a critical factor when considering the 1920 penny. While millions of pennies were minted during King George V's reign, surviving examples in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are extremely scarce. Many coins from this period were heavily circulated, resulting in wear and loss of detail. An uncirculated 1920 penny, with sharp features, vibrant color, and no signs of handling or corrosion, is highly prized among collectors. This rarity makes it a centerpiece for serious numismatists, and a valuable investment for those looking to diversify their collection with historical coins of significant provenance. In today's auction market, a 1920 United Kingdom penny in uncirculated condition commands a substantial price. While coins in average circulated condition may fetch modest sums, an uncirculated specimen can easily sell for several $488,000, and in exceptional cases with flawless surfaces, the value can reach well over $1,000. Market trends indicate that coins from this era, particularly those with historical significance and outstanding preservation, continue to appreciate over time, making them both a collectible treasure and a potential investment opportunity. For collectors seeking to acquire a 1920 penny, there are several important tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the authenticity and condition of the coin through reputable grading services, as uncirculated coins are particularly vulnerable to counterfeiting or improper cleaning. Secondly, pay attention to provenance and auction history, as coins with documented ownership and minimal handling generally retain higher value. Finally, store the coin properly in protective holders or display cases to prevent oxidation, scratches, or exposure to environmental elements that could diminish its appeal and monetary worth. The United Kingdom one penny from 1920 in uncirculated condition is far more than a simple coin. It is a tangible piece of British history, a symbol of the artistry of the Royal Mint, and a highly desirable collectible with significant market value. Its rarity, historical significance, and exquisite design make it a standout addition to any coin collection. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a new collector, securing a 1920 penny in pristine condition is a rewarding endeavor, offering both historical insight and the potential for long-term investment growth. Thanks you for watching, and as always, happy collecting! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin stories and market updates.